Hello, beautiful people. Jenny Lyon here. I'm a little bit late. Sorry about that. I have been in contact with some of you actually for this workshop today, or this mini masterclass. Okay, so why money? Okay, why money? Hi, Camille. Okay, why money? Okay, so I'm not a money coach. It's not my, I'm an energy coach. But money is energy, all right? And the pressing wounds that we want to heal when it comes to money are rooted in similar places that other blocks are rooted, okay? So money is like a block in its own. It's just like an energy block in its own right, okay? So why am I talking about this? Because what I feel generally is happening is that as people are becoming more and more aware of their own life, their own energy, their own genius zone, what they're here to give to the world and deliver to the world, discovering their purpose, feeling that they want to help more people, feeling that they want to have more impact, feeling that they don't want to be employed, they want to work for themselves, right? The one big thing that they're going to hit is the money block. Because how many times have I talked to women who's had high-powered jobs and they've been paid a good salary. They've been paid bonuses. They've been, high-flying, working too hard, I would say, not aligned with their divine feminine, working in a masculine world. But as soon as they go self-employed, okay, so the first year or so, you might want to expect, if you set up a business, any kind of business, that you're going to have to, put the energy in place for this business and make money as you build it, right? But their money blocks are coming up, their relationship with money, their feelings around money, because before, when they were employed, they didn't have to address this kind of, topic because they were getting a salary every month. So let's dive into this. And I have got such an exciting thing to announce as well. Hang on till the end because I am super excited about this. I'm going to share it in about 10-15 minutes when I'm finished. So hang in on there. Now, step one, which I'm going to talk about first, where are your money blocks located? Step two is what type of tools can you use to clear your money blocks? And the third thing, your next level, your next elevated level into your abundance. Okay, so this is the three steps that we're talking about today. I like doing it in steps and bullet points. I'm so structured with this. Okay, so first step, very exciting. The first time that you receive any type of imprint, energy, feeling, contraction or expansion around money is in the womb. It's when you're in your mother's womb. And it could be a conception. Yeah? What kind of relationship does your mom and dad had when they had sex and made you? Yeah? What was their relationship with money while you were a baby? So all these imprints and feelings and experiences that people have with money from the beginning of their conception is what's going to play out. So I'm going to give you a really good example. My mom was really good at saving, paying the bills, everything on time, moderate kind of income, just working, not a career woman. I never was taught to be a career woman in any shape or form. My dad was the big dreamer, spent all the money, not on anything really crazy, actually. I don't know actually what he did. That was actually the reason they split up. So I grew up with this, that my dad was generous and will always give me things. However, my mum will be saving and being realistic. So my dad was like the dreamer. My mum was like more of a realistic person. So when I was starting to clear my own money blocks and clearing my own wounds around money, I went back to conception. Like in terms of what was actually happening to my parents, I asked my mum. My father has passed away, but I asked my mum around the condition, what was happening. I even asked her exactly when they moved house. There was always a stress around moving so many times up to my age of, I think, 2. So I was like, aha, this is now imprinted in my cells. This is imprinted in my energy somewhere in my subconscious. And I was a baby. Right, so I wouldn't understand money, I wouldn't understand, but I understand emotion, because babies understand emotion, right? If somebody comes in angry and screams in the house and the baby is sleeping, it will cry and it will be very upset. It understands emotion. It doesn't understand words and concepts. So the idea is that your emotions that has been created from day one around money, whether you knew it was around money or not, is a part of you today. Okay, so this is why it's so important that we clear these things and start understanding that there is more to it than, a spreadsheet and I don't know what you charge per hour or per package or whatever, and that. So in your childhood as well, for the whole time when you were in school and you were growing up and you were with your parents, you were with your grandparents, what was the words? What did you listen to? Money don't grow on trees. Only rich people are evil. Like you have to work really hard for your money, or you mustn't spend it in case we run out. Like, I'm just giving you like examples. I'm sure you can come up with millions of things, right? So the environment that you grew up in will, although you might not believe that now, oh no, it is easy to make money and it shouldn't be hard. On a conscious level, you feel this and think this, but the subconscious might be saying the opposite, which is that's where you create less of it, right? So again, I go back to subconscious. I love talking about this. 95% of the subconscious rules your life, and 5% is the conscious. So we need to go through the subconscious and clear everything out, together with any other sort of DNA or ancestral or parallel universe clearings that I do. So your parents and your environment, I've just written some notes actually. There are also the polarities. Like I experienced the polarities, a lot of luxury with my dad. And then I experienced, I wouldn't say poverty, that'd be maybe a little bit harsh. But with my mum, more realistic, like we had to save to go on holiday and we had to save to do things. But the truth of the matter was that my dad was spending money he didn't have. Okay. But as a child, if I'm 6, 7 years old, I don't really know this, right? So I experienced the polarities of luxury and of having nice things, and experienced the experience of having always my dad always had my hair done. He polished my shoes, he bought me expensive dresses. So it's like the polarities of your experience is also imprinting in you, knowing that yes, you can have this, of course, and it feels nice. And then when I was going to my mum's house, it was more like, she would cut my hair sometimes, not every time, but when I remember when I was younger. And these kind of experiences will make like an imprint on how you treat money and what makes you feel good. Because having those luxury treatments by my dad made me feel good, because I actually believe, well, there is abundance in life. There is abundance in, I can create this myself, and, I am creating this, right? But he had a false way of doing this. It wasn't all bad. He did earn good money, but there was times also when he didn't have it and he still spent it. Okay. So the polarities of it. Yes, so your knowledge as well. This is really important, actually. So what were you taught? Were you taught to do budgets? Were you taught to save 20% of what you're given? Because, actually, I should show the book. I've got a really good book here. I've got many books I can recommend you, by the way. The Rules of Wealth. That is called The Rules of Wealth. Look, did they teach you, your parents, to save 20% of everything that you were given? Probably not. Did they teach me this? No. Did I save 20% of everything I was given when I was, from 15? No. Right? So how to manage our monies properly. And if we were not taught this when we were young, we don't really automatically go and do it. It's like I'm banging into my kids with the money and the nutrition. Okay, so setting my kids up for the nutrition and the money awareness of budgeting and earning and making, you can create whatever you like. You just got to be clever. That imprint, they will live, they grow up taking fish oils, right? They're taking fish oils since they were babies. They grow up saving. I show my children, I take 20% of what they're given and I put it in their bank account. I show them now that this is the way you have to do your life. And I talk to my daughter who's 10 about what she can do with her money when she's getting her money when she's 18. So I'm imprinting my daughter already with, not so much my son, he's 5. So I make sure he kind of saves a little bit and gets an idea. But she is already starting to think in clever ways, right? So with that in mind, it obviously doesn't mean that you can't start now and change all these things, because you can. So that is really important. Hi, lovelies. Hi, Elizabeth. I'm giving you, so if you love this video, please give me emojis, all right? So that's this lifetime, right? This is where your money story comes from. This is where your money imprints come from. This is where the energy you hold around money comes from. Now we can go beyond this, right? Yeah, good. Thank you for the love. We can go beyond this, because ancestrally, what was happening? Where did your mom and dad come from? What kind of parents did they have? What country did they come from? Right? Where did they grow up in poverty? Thank you for the love. Oh yes. If you look back at your ancestral, you will find, thank you, you will find that your parents and your grandparents and your ancestors have different lines and different, what do you call it? Patterns around money, right? They will have their own patterns around money, of course. So for example, I'll just give you an example. My granddad on my dad's side, he was saving. He was so saved everything, and he lived on the verge of poverty for himself. He would not even buy himself meat. Thank you for the love. You're so beautiful, girls and women and queens. He would not buy himself any nice food. He will save his money, like hard-earned money. He used to work in a factory. Yeah. So think about this background, this energy that your ancestors had, what they did. My grandmother, she went to bingo and she just smashed all the money away that he was earning. Oh my God. They split up. This was my dad's parents. So look, beyond that, I'm not really sure. I've had to ask my dad. I can't really remember now. So I'm just giving you an example. So what was happening in the ancestral? What is happening in your bloodline? What relationship? Were your parents at war, or your grandparents at war, right? If they were at war, there would have been rations. There would have been other things that was, I'm Swedish, and I know Elizabeth is also Swedish, but we didn't go at war in the Second and First World War as such. But there's other countries where the war was really it's made people poor, right? So, okay, so that's really important that that's cleared and addressed in clearings. And this is what I'm so passionate about, to clear all this junk out so that we can get and manifest abundance, right? So the second step is clearing, actually. So now I will not do a money clearing in this video, but I'm going to tell you a little bit about the different ways of doing it. So I have tried personally EFT, which is an emotional freedom technique. I think I'm going to turn off my messenger. I don't know what's happening here. Which is emotional freedom technique, which is really, really powerful. And then I developed my own. So emotional freedom technique is very important because it works on the emotions around money. Now, the divine healing and the energy processes that I develop myself clears multidimensionally. So we do the emotion part, and we do also the timeline part, which is future life, past lives, multidimensional, sideways, any way you want it to go, basically, and really deep. So I found that process that I developed a lot faster and a lot more powerful than the EFT. I am not poo-pooing the EFT. It's really good, but it clears like emotionally, but you don't go into ancestrally. Like it's really in this time frame, which is great, but we need to go into the bloodline. We need to go to ancestral. We need to go future life. We need to go parallel life. We need to go everywhere, right? Multidimensionally. So, because I'm that kind of girl, I don't turn, I turn, no stone is unturned. I don't like to do a dodge job. So that's really important. Now, that's clearing. Look, there's other clearings. In my paid programs, I have more money clearing around karma. I have a lesson called Clear Karma, Create Wealth. And it's a really powerful process around your karmic numbers in the soul contract. So that's another way of doing it. There's other ways you can do this. You can journal as well and start creating new terms and conditions for yourself. So I would say the ways of clearing is EFT. The processes that I used, I found is very, 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 very good. And also the journaling about writing the new terms and conditions of your life and your business. Because by writing, journaling things down, you are deciding, and obviously, of course, visualizations, of course, the anything that has to do with like going to your next level in this way, of course, coupled with these things. So journaling, really great. The other thing that I've discovered that is really good is that when you go to your next level in your mind, with your emotions, you take yourself energetically to that desired state, exactly where you can see yourself, and then you lock that emotion into your cells. Bang, lock it in. Hello, darling. Hello, Majika. I spoke to your mum today. Yes, you lock it into your cells, okay? Because your subconscious mind does not understand words or just like talking, just seeing things. It does not understand this. It only understands emotion, okay? And why is it when you're visualizing something, locking it in, and it's not working? Why? I'll tell you now why. The reason is because the subconscious mind is rejecting it. It goes, no, I don't believe you. I don't believe you. Subconscious mind goes like that. And then you go, oh, I'm visualizing this. Why is it not happening? Why can I not manifest? The subconscious mind is blocking it out. That's where we go with the clearings, right? So the EFT, the divine healing processes, the other energy processes that I developed are really, really, really powerful. And my queens in my group program are catapulting themselves into the next level with this work because they're clearing all the stuff out, right? And I'm not finished. I have more lessons coming. And this is what I was going to talk to you about now after I've finished the steps. So yes, really important that you lock the emotions in. If it's not working, go back and clear. Okay. Now, the third step in this training today is your next level. Okay. And when I say your next level is break away from every single belief that you are expected to be, that you have expected yourself to be, that the world is expecting you to be, that your husband, your wife, your children, your friends are expecting you to be. It's about crushing the beliefs around who you are that you don't want to be. And by examining every single section of this and journaling it out and go and crush the beliefs with my negative beliefs crusher, for those who are in my Queendom program, you know about this, crushing the beliefs around how you thought your life was going to be. Because if that's in the way, then how can you create your next level? If that's like in the way, it's like a hindrance, right? If that is in your way, you cannot go to your next level. So we've got to go deep and say, okay, so how did my parents expect me to be? How did I grow up in society, as in like my school or the workplace expected me to be? How is my husband expecting me to be? How am I allowing myself, how am I expecting myself to be? Am I allowing myself to be all of who I am? Or am I limiting myself here, right? You extend it. Your parents, what they're expecting you to be. Your children. Look, children can, although we kind of imprinting them, they can also be, expecting certain things because they also encoded in certain ways. So it's about really take a stand for your truth and start dismantling everything that you are not. So the next level I would also say, make this work. If you are really serious about creating the life that you love, with doing your soul work, earning a lot of money by having a lot of impact, creating a business that you can rely on, a business that is a lifestyle business, a business that makes you like fly in the morning, because anything else than that would be then a hobby, which is also fine. If you have a hobby, that's okay if that's what you want. But if you want a business that's going to support your soul work, you want to take this seriously, right? You want to invest, okay? So that is where I'm coming with this. It's almost like if you say to yourself, I am going to be a brain surgeon and I'm going to do that job. You will then go and study for like 5 years to do the brain surgery, right? And then you will do other courses, extracurricular courses, to understand everything about the medical around this. This is exactly for your business. So if you are serious about changing your money story, changing your beliefs and your energy around money, I would say take the course, which I'm going to tell you about now. So what I was downloading this morning is that I'm going to run a 5-day, it's like a challenge. It's actually not a challenge. It's a 5-day deep dive money course, which is going to be minimal investment, because I actually am going to want people to pay for this. But small. I think I've decided £97, like not a massive amount. So in dollars, that's about $125. In euros, maybe 110 euros or something. And I will going to make the whole course, and with all the workbooks and the worksheets and the lessons and everything in. And I'm starting this course on the 24th of February. And I'm calling it, I can't even remember what I said I was going to call it. It's a soul aligned money making workshop, because I realized doing my own soul work that this money block has to completely go. The money block has to go. And it has to go. As I go, I need to go more. And as I go, I need to clear more. And as I go, and I want to share this with you guys. I want to share with you what you can learn and what you can create, breaking the story, changing the story. start shifting the beliefs, start making more money, basically doing the soul work. And this is, I can't wait to do it, because I'm like this, my brain and my heart and my soul and everything is going like, yay, right now. So that's going to happen. So just let me know if you're interested. I will talk about this more in the group, because we have like another almost month before I'm going to start this. So I will talk about this. And I just feel that this will be a super, super investment for anyone who wants to do their soul work and who wants to, fly with me. All right. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you can maybe start making some steps already to clear your own money blocks. Contact me if you want to know more how you can do it. But yeah, definitely sign up for my course. I think so. And we're going to have so much fun as well. So I'm so excited for this. Happy Tuesday, everybody. I've got a call now. I've got to go, and I'll see you really, really soon. All my beautiful queens and ladies of the world. Love you all. Bye. Bye.